What's up, family? Man, here we are back at it again. You know what I mean? Man, family, thank you for your support. For all of you that, you know, have bought a book so far, man, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And those of you who've left beautiful comments and all that other stuff, man, I appreciate it. I thank you. I salute you. You know what I mean? Namaste. Hey, family, we're going to go in today. You know what I mean? We're going to go in today. I woke up this morning super early, meditated for a little bit, you know, got on social media and I was just commenting on, responding to a bunch of the comments. Man, got up, talked to my nephew, laughed, chopped it up with him for a little bit, man. And I was so excited about today, about coming out here in this cold and, man, having this heart to heart with you guys. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to this, you know. We're going to go in. We're going to go in today. You know what I mean? We're going to go in this morning. It is what it is. You know what I mean? My hope and prayer is that you have a receptive spirit, you know, and that you're able to hear and understand what I'm trying to communicate to you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Family. We have to grow up, you know, we have to grow up. Depression, we have to understand everything is energy. Everything is energy. You know what I mean? Depression is energy. Happiness, joy, peace, all these things are energy. They're energy. Stay with me. We're going somewhere. And so I have so many people asking me, man, well, how do you change, you know, and how do you change depression if depression's a choice and whoop-de-whoop, you say it's a choice and I don't think so and that's a lie and that's BS and blah, 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 because nobody wants to be depressed and blah, blah, blah. Family, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. Nobody wants to be broke, and yet the great majority of people are broke. You know what I mean? And I understand we don't come into the world, you know, as kids, we all want to have money. We all want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? But so many of us make poor choices. You know what I mean? And granted, we don't have control over whether or not our family got money and our families passed down money. The great majority of us aren't born and raised in families like that. I understand that. And yet the great majority of us, man, we continue to perpetuate that broke mentality, that broke cycle. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. We continue to make choices that keeps us broke. We continue that cycle of brokenness, of that poor, that lack. We continue that by the choices we make. By the choices we make. We don't want to be broke, but we make choices that keep us broke. We make decisions that keep us broke. We don't want to be depressed, but we make choices that keep us depressed, that keep us in that state of mind. It's a choice. I know you don't want to accept that. I know you don't want to be responsible for your state of mind, but it is what it is. Because of your growth and development, your lack of growth and development, you are where you are. This is not about putting anybody down. This isn't about putting you on blast and whoop-de-whoop, all that other simple-minded stuff. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. And every one of us are at different levels in our growth and development. But our ego have the great majority of us thinking that we all that. You know what I mean? Thinking that we're all that spiritually when we ain't. It has us thinking that we all that emotionally, intellectually when we ain't. You know what I mean? And so we don't want to accept responsibility for our depression. We don't want to accept responsibility for our anger. We don't want to accept responsibility for our bitterness. You know what I mean? Our jealousy, our self-righteousness, our arrogance, our narcissism, all these other things. We don't want to accept responsibility for them. And every one of those things that I just mentioned is energy, is an expression of energy. Family. Me personally, just me, to each their own. I don't listen to like heavy metal music. You know what I mean? Me, I don't. Now, I'm not knocking it. That's just not the genre of music that I choose to listen to. I'm not putting it down or anything. Just stay with me. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to rap. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I don't listen to. I make a conscious decision. I'm not listening to it. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't care what they're talking about. I don't want to hear it. That's just me. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. And so because I choose not to listen to heavy metal or hard rock, you know what I mean? I choose when I listen to the radio, and I very rarely listen to the radio. I can't stand the radio. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. You know what I mean? But when I did listen to the radio, I would not tune in to a heavy metal station. I would not tune in to a station that played rap, because that's not something that I want to listen to. And so just stay with me. And so when you understand that energy is frequency, it's the same thing, okay? And so when you understand that our state of mind is just a vibration of frequency, and now you understand that, man, when you look at the music and you look at the radio stations, and they're like certain radio stations. Some radio stations are heavy metal. Some radio stations are soft rock. Some radio stations are jazz. I listen to. You know, some radio stations are R&B, oldies. You know what I mean? Some radio stations just talk shows and just, all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And so there's some radio stations are country and western. You know what I mean? And so there's all these different radio stations, all these different frequencies. Why? Because they understand that, man, we all have different types of music that we like, that we want to listen to. And so if I tune into a jazz frequency or jazz radio station, I am not going to hear country western. I am not going to hear heavy metal, because they're on totally different frequencies. In order to hear country western, or in order to hear hard rock or heavy metal, I have to tune into that frequency. I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to that crap. That's just me. That's my opinion of it. We're all entitled to our opinion. You know what I mean? Our own perspective. I don't listen to rap, okay? But if I was going to tune into rap, I would have to get on that frequency. Same thing with life, family. Same thing with our emotions. We have to grow up. If you are depressed, it's because you're tuned into a frequency of depression. If you are fearful or have anxiety, it's because you're tuned into that frequency. If you have joy, it's because you're tuned into that frequency. If you have peace of mind, it's because you're tuned into that frequency. Understand, you can have joy and then automatically switch and go into country western, or go from joy to heavy metal. What am I talking about? You could go from being joyful to angry. You could go from being joyful to fearful. You could go from joyful to depression. It depends on the frequency that you're tuned into. We have to grow up. And so if you understand that the frequency that you're tuned into is by choice, it's a choice. If I tuned into this frequency, even though I was unaware, I didn't realize that I tuned into this negative, toxic frequency, but I did, because I'm there. This is how I feel. This is what I'm dealing with. So I had to tune into this frequency. And so when you become aware that you tuned into this frequency, then you should also become aware that I could tune into another frequency. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to entertain this. I don't have to stay on this vibration. It's a choice. It's a choice. So how do you move from depression? How do you move from being fearful? How do you move from being full of anxiety? Man, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. That's the $1 million question. How do you move from that? Easy. tune into another station, tune into another vibration, tune into another frequency. And how do you do that? You do that with intent. You have to intend to do that. You have to purposely do that. Gratitude is the answer. Gratitude overcomes fear. Gratitude overcomes lack. Gratitude overcomes depression. I talk about it all the time. Where your energy goes, your frequency flows. You know what I mean? I'm like so excited. I'm trying to slow down and speak slow because I want to make sure that I'm being as clear as possible. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of twisted right now. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Family, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. And I said in my video that I said yesterday, or put out yesterday, man, it is impossible. It is impossible. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. It is chemically impossible for you to be in a state of depression and a state of gratitude at the same time. You can't do it. You can't be at fear and gratitude at the same time. You can't be angry and be grateful at the same time. You can't be hateful and grateful at the same time. We have to grow up. And so when you become grateful, when you tune into the frequency of gratitude, man, family, now you're overcoming and you're getting off of that frequency. You're off the frequency of depression. You're off the frequency of hatred. You're off the frequency of anxiety, of fear, and lack, and all those other things. Because you're tuned into a frequency of gratitude. And so how do you tune into this gratitude? You know, how do you tune into this frequency? And I've told you guys, man, get you a gratitude journal. Just get a notebook and start making your gratitude journal. Start writing down what you're grateful for. Focus on what you're grateful for. Stop looking at what you don't have. That's a lack mentality. That's a lack frequency. That's a broke mentality. Change your perspective, change your focus, change your intention. Focus on what you're grateful for. Think about what you're grateful for. Reflect on what you're grateful for. What you think about, you bring about. I say this all the time. What you think about, you bring about. If you're constantly thinking about depression, you're going to get more depression. If you're constantly thinking about your anger and your fear and your lack and all that other negative crap, you're going to get more of that. What you think about, you bring about. When you think about all that stuff, God, the universe, source, the Most High, whatever you want to refer to it, them, her, him as, it's going to bring you more of that. Because that's the frequency you're tuned into. What you think about, you bring about. So if you want to be joyful, if you want to have gratitude, or if you want to have peace of mind, reflect on things that you're grateful for. Reflect on gratitude, family. In this notebook, man, just start every night before you go to bed. Man, start writing down things that you're grateful for. Things that you're grateful that you saw during the day. Things that you're grateful for that you experienced during the day. Just start writing those things down in your notebook, family. Why? Because what happens is so many of us, we're stuck in depression because we go to bed and our mind is constantly spinning. We can't get outside of our own head. We're thinking about all the crap that went bad that day. We're thinking about all the crap that's fucked up in life and in the world and in everything, you know what I mean? And we're dealing focus on all this negative crap, because we'll listen to the news at night before we go to bed, and that's all negative and toxic. We'll listen to stupid conversations, and that's all negative and toxic. You know what I mean? And so we go to bed and we're reflecting on all this crap, all this bullshit. You know what I mean? And so it's no wonder you can't go to sleep at night, because, man, you got all this negative crap going through your head. And so you lay there tossing and turning. You lay there frustrated. You lay there thinking about what you should have, would have, could have said, and how you should have did this better, and how you could have did this better. You have to change your frequency, family. All that's low vibrating crap. Get that stuff out of your head. And you get that stuff out of your head by changing the radio station you're listening to, by changing your frequency, by getting into a frequency of high vibration. And that's gratitude. That's gratitude. That's the highest vibration. When you get into the frequency of gratitude, the expression of that gratitude, the expression of that frequency is love. The expression of that frequency is peace of mind. The expression of that frequency is joy. I tell you guys, gratitude is the key. Gratitude. You can't have love without having gratitude. You can't have peace of mind and joy without having gratitude. Gratitude is the key to get to peace, to get to joy, to get to love. Gratitude. But we're focused on all the negative stuff. But we want gratitude. But we want peace of mind. Focus on all the negative. We want love. Focused on all the negative. We want joy. Focused on all the negative. You can't get there without gratitude. Grow up. Grow up, family. Gratitude is the key. It's the vehicle that takes us to love, that takes us to joy, that takes us to peace of mind. Gratitude. And so in this journal, man, you're writing down every night what you're grateful for. And so that's the last thing on your mind as you go to sleep, as you lay down. What does that do? That puts you on a high frequency. So now your mind is at peace. Your mind is at joy. Your mind is on love. Your mind is on all these high vibrating things. So you're able to rest. You're able to relax. What you think about, you bring about. You get better sleep. And so when you wake up in the morning, man, again, grab your notebook or whatever it is you're going to write in and write some things that you're grateful for. Why? That starts your day off on a high vibration. What the great majority of us do, we'll get up in the morning, grab our phone, and start getting caught up in all the negative crap again. We'll turn on the stupid news and listen to all that negative crap again. We'll put on some ratchet ass music, getting on that low vibrating crap. And man, that messes up your day. That puts you off. That starts your day off on a low vibrating frequency, family. Grow up. Accept responsibility for your life. Man, we have to grow up. Birds are like, yeah, tell them. You know what I mean? We have to grow up. You vibrate on the frequency that you vibrate on because you choose to. You choose to vibrate on that frequency. You choose to operate on that frequency. You choose to live in on that frequency. If you don't like it, change it. Grow up. What you think about, you bring about. Everybody talks about manifesting. That's all manifesting is. That's all manifesting is. You manifest all day, every day, family. You do. You just don't realize it. You manifest all the negative crap in your life. You manifest the toxic crap in your life. You manifest these toxic ass relationships in your life. You manifest the drama and the chaos in your life. You don't know you do, but you manifest it. You create that. And you create that because you think about that stuff. You think about what you think about, you bring about. If you don't want that crap in your life, stop thinking about it. Stop dwelling on it. Tune into a higher frequency. Tune into a higher vibration thought. We have to grow up. You might not like this, but it's right. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. I'm not here to tiptoe around your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts and your insecurities and all that other stuff. Man, I'm here to slap the shit out of you with some reality. You know what I mean? I'm here to just grab you and just shake you the fuck up and, man, grow the fuck up. You know, I'm not one of those people that's gonna pat you in the back. Oh, it's okay. No, that's not me. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Man, we gotta keep it real. That's what's wrong with us. We so fucked up emotionally. We're so messed up emotionally, so sensitive. He offended me. Grow the fuck up. You 40 years old. You 30 years old. And you worried about somebody offending you? How fucking immature is that? Oh, you so high vibrate. You a queen. You a king. You a boss. You all this shit. You a chosen one. But you getting offended still? Are you serious? You get offended still? Oh, he triggered me. That's a sign you need to grow the fuck up and deal with your shit. Whoo. Man, family, we got to grow up. We got to grow up. We got to grow up. Man, family, I have a session to do in a few minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. We have to grow up. Depression is real. Anger is real. Bitterness is real. Hatred is real. Jealousy is real. All that low vibrating crap, it's real. It's real because people focus on it. People think about it. People manifest it. Man, when I talk about manifesting, family, it's like in the Bible or the Quran or whatever, where they talk about God said, let there be light. And there was light. All he did was manifest shit. You know what I mean? God said, let there be light. And there was light. God spoke everything into existence. He didn't touch anything or do anything. He spoke it into existence. You speak everything into existence. That's how powerful you are. But you don't know who the hell you are. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to try to calm down some. You are just like God in the aspect that you manifest with your mouth. You manifest with your thoughts. You create things. You speak things into existence. Excuse me. You speak things into existence. You think things into existence. If you don't like the way your life is, if you don't like your finances, if you don't like your relationships, if you don't like this, what are you speaking into existence? Those things are there in your life because you spoke them into existence. It ain't the other people's issue. It's your issue. That's the frequency you on. All the negative crap around you, that's your fault. Because you spoke that into existence. You tuned into that radio station. Slow down, Elijah. You tuned into that frequency. What you think about, you bring about. So if you don't like the hell in your life right now, that's your fault. Grow the hell up. Why are you manifesting that? Why are you creating that? If you want joy, if you want peace, if you want love, then you have to manifest those things. And you manifest those things by tuning into that frequency And you can only tune into that frequency through gratitude, family. Through gratitude. Man, choose ye this day. You know what I mean? Man, the Bible says your tongue has the power to bring life and death. Your tongue. What you speak into existence. What you think into existence. If you're constantly saying, I am broke, I am sick, I am tired, I am ugly, I am fat, I am all this negative stuff, first of all, you're speaking curses on your own life. That's black magic. That's you manifesting negative shit in your life. Grow the hell up. Man. You know what I mean? We got to grow up, family. We have to grow up. I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I understand that. I'm sharing this stuff with you guys because I've been there. I've had to learn this stuff. You know what I mean? I've had to learn this stuff through just the school of hard knocks. I didn't have anybody trying to guide me through this stuff. I didn't have anybody trying to show me all this stuff. You know what I mean? Man, family, I had to learn this the hard way. You know, I had to learn this stuff the hard way. Just me and God, you know what I mean? And God probably shaking his head like, this motherfucker just don't fucking listen. You know what I mean? Because, man, I was hard-headed. I was stubborn. I was rebellious. And God had to beat my ass. You know what I mean? He had to beat my ass a lot. I had to go through a lot. That's probably why I went through so much shit, because I wouldn't fucking listen. You know what I mean? I thought I knew it all. And God was like, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to learn you today. You know what I mean? Man, and he learned me. But I had to go through those things in order to grow up. I had to go through those things in order to remember and understand who I am. And I don't want you to have to go through all the hard lessons that I went through. You know what I mean? I understand we're all here on our own journey. You know what I mean? Man, but if you can learn from my mistakes, you know what I mean? That's what I'm here about. You know, I want you to learn. Man, I'm not trying to go, you know, be 50 years old before I finally start thinking about this shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is, family. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You don't have to make the same mistakes everybody else make. Man, you can sit there and watch them like, ooh, they did this. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Nah, I'll pass. You know, you don't have to make the same mistakes that everybody else has made. Learn from other people. Humble yourself. Be attentive. You know what I mean? Make sure you're tuned into the right frequency. Make sure you're tuned into the right frequency. Stop listening to all the drama. Stop listening to all that chaos. Stop listening to all the bullshit. You can't watch everything on YouTube. You know what I mean? You can't look at everything on TikTok and Facebook and all that other shit. You know what I mean? Choose the frequency that you want to be tuned into. I love you guys. Man, I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.